next we have our partner Tata Communications, sharing with us perspectives on unleashing digital transformation through modern network and SASE. And for that, I would like to invite Anoop on stage, and joining him in conversation is Vijay Reddy, VP and Business Head for Network and Network Security, Tata Communications. Let's welcome the gentlemen on stage. Let's have a round of applause for the gentlemen while they join us on stage. Can we have Mr. Vijay Reddy joining us on stage, please? Welcome, sir. Please.
So very good afternoon to all of you. How was the lunch? Oh, really? I didn't get to eat it. That's the reason I thought I'll check with you. But excellent, excellent. Vijay, we've been kind of, through the day, we've had a lot of discussions around AI, Gen AI, compute, a lot of things, right? But which I was discussing earlier, the underlying infrastructure is that much more important, and the networks play such an important role when it comes to anything which is high compute or, and anything in terms of having a single interface, having a single view, right? So we have a few discussion points, or if you may like some questions, and we'd kind of like to get your perspective, right, on that. So to start with, as enterprises are embarking on the digital journey, what do you see in terms of the underlying infrastructure, like network supporting this journey?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Well, see, we just had a presentation on AI and other enablements. And the cloud is definitely becoming the paramount, right? The cloud first. Now, the way we are seeing when we talk to the customers, while you have all this happening with the cloud, everything, the infrastructure, you need clearly underlying wheels to move that. Now, that's where the network comes into the play. Now, what I mean by that is, see, the network performance and the cloud performance are interwoven, right? All this while we had journeys which are little sporadic, and also in islands, cloud was happening in some way, network was happening in some way, and even SD-WAN was happening in some parts. Now, what we came across is, when we talk to our customers, the network architecture has become very, very paramount in delivering 2-3 things. One, the application performance and your infrastructure management, and at the same time, the robustness of the scalability. Now, what I mean by that is, when you look at the entire layer, you can divide that into 2 spreads. One is the spread of the network, which is required for coverage. One is the depth. Now, I come to the depth first, second. Now, what I mean by the spread is, now the business are not limited to the tier 1 cities. We are going across the country. Now, how do you provide that coverage? We can't have the same private network available everywhere. So internet is becoming one of the integral part of our WAN. But at the same time, if you have to go into the tier 2 and tier 3 and tier 4 cities, now how do we get you the network? So that's where internet, beyond internet, how do we get broadband, which is well enabled for you? The enterprise, we call it as enterprise broadband, which can be give you the right performance, right? So what we have done is we completely manage this broadband with our partners, but the management is with us, so that we give you the complete SLAs and service levels. Now, on the depth, which is very important, see, cloud, as somebody keeps telling, it's very easy to put the data on the cloud. But when you have to take the data back from the cloud, and let's say you have to put the data back into your data lakes, it becomes very expensive, which is also called as egress, right? Now, there we again came out with a platform approach to give you the connectivity to the cloud with very simplified way and flexible. So if you come into a platform, then we already connected with all these cloud players and also DCs. So that way we are taking care of the spread and the depth of the network coverage. Now, this is what we are delivering to many of the customers. This has yielded in significant cost savings, of course, more than 15-20%. At the same time, the manageability of the network and the experience. Now, all this is being enabled by SASE, right? Now, all this while we've gone with SD-WAN with some understanding and deployments. Now we are also seeing Gen 2 SD-WAN. So what we are taking the approach is, whenever the customer has a SASE or SD-WAN requirement, let's start with the network. So that is yielding 2-3 results. He doesn't have to go and revisit the network later. And the optimization for the network, the design, everything is taken care of upfront. And the SD-WAN investment become very well yielding in terms of the objectives what has been thought about. So this is what we have done for many banks and even the manufacturing customers. And recently the ITS customers, to our surprise, we thought we were little on the advanced side, but we had to do the complete WAN re-architecting along with the SD-WAN and SASE. So this is where the kind of network transformation that's happening.
Sure. And so having the network transformed is one major journey for customers, right? Now, how do you think the network management can be made more efficient? I know you did touch upon it very briefly, but a little more in detail here.
Yeah, this is a good question. See, all this while we have seen proactive network management is one of the important steps. In the last 1 decade, we have seen, obviously we can't be reactive, we all moved on to the reactive, proactive management. And that with the kind of infrastructure that is becoming complex and also multi-environment, as I said, broadband, MPLS, private network and the cloud, and SD-WAN, the SASE coming into the play and the security here. So what we realized is, we thought we had to reapproach this entire network management different principles. So what we're doing with our network management model is, we came out with a tool. We developed, it's a tool that has been developed based on the various feedbacks we have from the industry, customers, and also with our partners. The tool has been developed. Now that is based on 2-3 principles. One is the fundamental, the experience assurance approach. So obviously, finally, the experience what matters. So that is the first one. Second, automation first, right? So when you do this, we can't keep on pumping people, right? You expand your network, you expand your IT infrastructure, the estate. We can't keep on adding people saying that, okay, so many links, so many devices. It can't be, even if not directly proportional, it can't be even disproportional also. How do we bring in automation first? And third, very important one is AI and machine learning based correlation, so that we can bring in more predictions and also protection, right? Which is more based on the predictive analytics. And also we brought in some self-healing models into that, so that certain activities need not even you have to raise the trouble ticket. It can happen in an automated process that has been designed. So this is getting customized to every customer, so that we deliver what's the goals that you want to accomplish, and at the same time manage your infrastructure. So this is what we are bringing to the table. So this also has resulted in your network management cost of operations has been brought down. So this we are doing for now. This is the results we measured with one of the top banks. They come in the top 5 banks. So when we measure the results, what has been produced pre and post our network management surveys, so this is what we realized, 30% reduction in the trouble tickets. So that straight away takes out the burden of answering so many people within the organization, and you see CSAT going up. Yeah.
So Vijay, see, what we're talking about largely is around transformation on the WAN, right, with SASE. Now, what is the impact of this enterprise architecture transformation on the end user in the enterprise LAN environment?
Right. So, see, during COVID, we went across Wi-Fi is, even when you go to your friend's place, you look for Wi-Fi, right? So we all gone through that phase, and it also become a very good way of relating to how the wireless is becoming ingrained in our way of life, beyond the mobiles as well. So we can't limit this to WAN, this transformation, because your employees are sitting in the office and 70% of the time they're spending on collaboration, right? Whether on Teams or whatever the other platforms that they use. So how do we ensure the performance and also the access to the applications? It has to go from your LAN. So the LAN architecture has to be, I mean, many customers are doing it. We are enabling them to move from legacy wireline to a wireless architecture. So that is one simple, straightforward step. But at the same time, your wireless has to be designed so that it based on the persona. Like what we did for some of the customers is, this is one of the retail chains. Now, they want to give the demos to the customers even from when the customer is not visiting the retail store. So how do you enable that? So we created proper Wi-Fi environment for the customer so that it doesn't get mixed up with various other usage, and then enabled with the platform for video so that customers can come on the video and the demos can happen. This is for a consumer durable company. Second, we also embedded the video analytics to that so that you can measure the footfalls. And this is what we're doing for some of the banks. They want to understand the branch footfalls as well as various other analytics from the branch. So these become very important when you have to look at the complete digitized environment for the customers and for your consumers as well. So this is what we are enabling.
And lastly, Vijay, now see, as you speak about SASE, customers are facing challenges in multi-vendor solutions, and I think that was established last evening also in the conversation we had, with SD-WAN and SSE from different providers. So how is Tata Communications helping customers to accomplish unified SASE?
Right. See, now, all this while we have seen you need network, and when we go into the cloud and with internet, we need SD-WAN to manage that. And to secure it, we went with SSE added there. Now SASE, as we know, it's SD-WAN plus SSE combined. All this while, even we were providing customers with hybrid SASE. For lack of what I'm saying, hybrid SASE, because it's a SD-WAN coming from different platform and SSE comes from different platform. And we are providing the integration with to the best possible, and we are managing that for the customers. But we realized this integration and it creates its own challenge because the traffic is not going from the same platform of the same solution. It's from different SD-WAN tech and it's SSE tech. So what we came out with is unified SASE. So what I mean by unified SASE is the SD-WAN platform and the SSE platform is from the same technology provider, and you don't need IPsec tunnel for the traffic to move from SD-WAN to SSE POPs. So this becomes a very seamless traffic movement. It gives 2-3 things. One, the user experience, because you're still applying all SD-WAN principles on the traffic, and the traffic is going to the SSE POP. It gets validation, authentication, and with the zero trust principles applied, and goes to the destination. That is one. Second, more importantly, the manageability of the platform, at the same time, the policies. The consistent policies, what you define for SD-WAN or SSE, it comes into the same portal, so it gets applied across. So your manageability becomes much more easier and gives a complete visibility. So this is what we call as single pass architecture. So we are one of the first one to come out with this kind of architecture, working with our partners. And we already delivered this to some of the customers, they're getting the value. Now here, what we have done further is we created the POPs so that we can get two additional benefits for the customers. Now when you go into the SSE POP, what is happening there with the cloud SSE model? The cloud SSE means that they are hosting in either AWS, one of the public clouds, or in some data centers. Now there you have to take the internet. Now internet, you can't be assured of the performance. Now we run the complete end-to-end, the underlying network also by ourselves, along with the SSE gateways. Now with that, what we give to our customers is, the internet we ensure there's a deterministic routing so that the traffic doesn't go into multiple hops. You're getting the right usage with the better latency. That's number one. Number two, when your traffic has to go from the SSE POPs to the destination, to the cloud, there we bring in our multi-cloud connectivity. So that will ensure a seamless connectivity into the data center because we already pre-connected. So you don't incur still the same thing about the data being flown back from the cloud into your, let's say, into your data center or into your data lake. All these challenges are still addressed here and in a secured way. Now, along with this, what we have done is we integrated our SSE POPs with our SOC. And we can also do with our customer SOC. Now, there we bring in the intelligence of what's happening in your SSE layer and with the SD-WAN as well. So the results what we are seeing, one is the manageability and the complete visibility. At the same time, this comes with much more better economics. So since this is coming from one single service provider, with the network also underlying there, and with the SD-WAN and SASE POPs combined, we are giving you the service. This will come based on the economics that we worked. If you go with the standard SD-WAN separate and SASE separate and this, we clearly see 20% cost savings that we can deliver. So this is what is helping us for some of the customer in their transformation journey, moving from the legacy networks and into the secured environment, end-to-end that we take care, and also better management.
Thanks for that, Vijay. Absolutely, you know, if you're doing any kind of transformation, and if that comes with savings, I think it's pretty much a double whammy. But thanks a lot for your insights. Vijay is here. The Tata Communications team is around. You know, do take time to talk to them, take discussions forward, see where the collaboration opportunities are there. But thanks a lot for joining us today, Vijay. Thank you so much. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Let's have a quick photo.